Hi, messy ones. Welcome back to Buried Truth. I'm Drasana, and here's what I realized. True crime isn't new. It's ancient. The oldest book in history is packed with scams, betrayals, and family feuds. The kind of stuff that would make Netflix look tame. And since I know you love the messy stories, pull up a seat, because this one, it's unhinged. Two brothers, one future, and a spare who decided he wasn't staying in the shadows. So here's the setup. Jacob and Esau were twins, but not identical. Esau came out first, rough, outdoorsy, hairy, basically the hunter-gatherer type. Jacob came out second, smooth skin, stayed close to home, and honestly, more of a schemer than a hunter. Back then, birth order was everything. But the firstborn got the future, leadership, inheritance, legacy. Secondborn, you were just there. Think of the heir and the spare when you think of like the monarchy, because it's kind of similar, okay? And favoritism, oh, this family had it bad. Dad loved Esau, Mom loved Jacob, which means the house was already split down the middle. Here's where it starts. Esau comes home from hunting one day. Sweaty, starving, dramatic. He's like, I'm literally gonna die if I don't eat right now. And Jacob, he's in the kitchen stirring stew, and you can just see him grinning like today's the day. Esau begs him, give me some. And Jacob, instead of handing over a bowl like a normal brother, he says, sure, but first, sign over your birthright. The birthright was the future, leadership, inheritance, the family legacy. And Esau, he's like, who cares about the future? I'm dying today. So he swears it away. Jacob slides him the soup. Esau gulps it down. And just like that, the future was traded for lunch. Girl, that's the ancient version of pawning your house deed for a DoorDash order. Instant gratification. Okay, so you're telling me that you were that hungry, that you are that, I'm gonna die if I don't eat right now, that you are willing to give up your leadership in what would be like a $1 billion family empire business in today's world over some soup? I mean, I could see for a cupcake because I do like my sweets. But no. Now here it is. I get hangry. And when I tell you it's time to eat, I'm getting hungry, that gives you 30 minutes. And I'm about to hurt somebody. But then just take a piece of cheese or something and I'm good to go. He could have had a piece of bread and waited a minute. But no, you got to be a fool, acting a fool, and give up your whole future for some soup. You out your mind. You out your damn mind. But Jacob, he wasn't done. Scam number 2 was way bigger. Their dad, Isaac, was old and basically blind. He tells Esau, go hunt, cook me a meal, and I'll give you the blessing. Now pause. The blessing wasn't just some sweet words before bed. It was legally binding. Once spoken, that was it. No lawyers, no appeals, no do-overs. Think a will, that a parent would leave to who gets everything. Think of it that way. So their mom hears this. Their mom, Rebecca, she goes into full palace mastermind. She tells Jacob, go in first, pretend to be your brother, take the blessing before Esau gets back. And Jacob, he actually does it. He puts on Esau's clothes, straps goat hair to his arms, because remember, Esau's hairy and nothing like Jacob, okay? So go with me. He brings the meal to his dad's tent, and his dad's a little bit suspicious. He says, "You sound like Jacob." And Jacob responds, "Nope, it's me, Esau." Isaac feels the goat hair, smells the clothes, tastes the food, and he buys it. He blesses Jacob. Done. Future sealed. Moments later, Esau walks in ready for his big moment and finds out his brother already stole it. Tell me that's not the most unhinged catfish in history. Goat hair cosplay to scam your blind dad on his deathbed? Savage, Jacob. Savage. So you're telling me that this boy, or man, I guess he'd be a man, went in, lied to his daddy, pretended to be his brother, and had no shame, taking what was rightfully his brother's. No shame. And his mama was in on it. What kind of Netflix psychological thriller is this? Okay. Twist the knife a little bit more, mama. Sorry, Esau. I know you're my baby too, but I like your brother better. Man, oh man. I'm telling you, someone needs to do a movie out of all these people in this book. Ooh, child. So now the drama hits its peak. Esau comes in, proud of his meal, ready for the blessing, like, "Hey, Dad, I'm ready for my blessing." And Isaac just shakes. "I already gave it away. It can't be undone." Esau loses it. He's crying, begging, furious. "Don't you have anything left for me, Father?" And Isaac says no. This wasn't like today, where you could contest a will or take it to court. Once those words were spoken, they were locked in. Esau's gutted, betrayed by his own brother, and he snaps. When Dad dies, Jacob dies. And Jacob, he's got everything he wanted: the birthright, the blessing, the future. But instead of celebrating, he has to pack up and run for his life. The family is torn apart. Betrayal, rage, threats of murder, all because of a bowl of soup and a goat hair costume. Girl, you can't make this up. Now this is the messy middle, the part where I stop dragging ancient people for their chaos and admit I've got my own. Because let's be real, betrayal, bad decisions, family drama, it's not just their problem. Welcome to my chaos corner. Okay, I know I just said I'm not going to drag these people, but I am. Because you're telling me that you have that much favoritism, because you know it wasn't just those little snippets that we read in the Bible. It was their whole life, right? It's like they saw that their whole life, so of course it's going to explode. What do you think was going to happen? Anyway. So, you want to talk about bad families? Let's talk about bad families. Okay. Have you watched this documentary on Netflix? It's called Unknown Number. And it's about a high school student who's getting these vulgar, disgusting, just awful messages sent to her phone nonstop. And she's 13 years old. Pause on that. She's 13 years old. What was I doing when I was 13 years old? Was I in junior high? Was I? Okay, we don't want to know that because I was probably a bad girl. Anyway, let's just remember 13 years old. You're still a child. And you're getting these disgusting, explicit, raunchy, just wrong things to be sending a 13-year-old. Okay? And so it goes on for like a year and a half. Like, it's just going on. And you're just like, who would send this to this kid? Like, this is awful. This poor girl's being bullied. And then some of those girls on that were they were bullies. I can't remember that girl's name, but I swear, I wish you would. That one girl was not very nice. You threw the carrots. Anyway, if you watch, you know what I'm talking about. And her parents were just as bad. Anyway, we're not focused on that girl, but we're focused on the girl that was being bullied. It turns out to be her mama. Yes, yes, her mama, the person that's supposed to protect you for better or for worse. I swear somebody needs to go whoop that mama's ass. Someone gotta go whoop that mama's ass because she didn't get enough time. And she's over here saying, oh my gosh, we've all done bad things. Yes, bitch, but we haven't bullied our child. Go somewhere with that. Calm down, Rasana. Okay. I like to share a little bit of my crazy stories, right, in this. And we make it laugh and we joke and I say crazy things about my upbringing and to bring some levity to these stories. And please I'm gonna be 100 with you. I've been to therapy. What do I say? Therapy, medication, and Jesus. So when I tell these stories, I'm on the other end of that spectrum, and I had to do a lot of digging and a lot of healing. And sometimes that healing looks different to other people. So your healing, don't let someone tell you how your healing's gonna go. Okay? Okay. So you want to talk about messed up mamas? I got one of them. I'm not talking to her right now. Okay, that's a whole nother Oprah. Okay, but I'll give you one gem of a story. So I just had my first baby, and this is years ago, 24. So I was 21 years old. I was a baby. Okay, having a baby. And I had thought my whole entire pregnancy that I was going to breastfeed my baby. That's just what you do. You breastfeed your baby. I didn't plan for formula, no bottles, no nothing, because he was going to get the titty. That was just it, right? Well, then Bubba's born and my milk doesn't come in. I am dry. Okay, I might have had like a little trickle, but no, there ain't nothing coming. Not even the colostrum. Am I saying that right? Colostrum. Anyway, so my baby is screaming in the middle of the night. His dad, I had to be like, you need to go get a bottle and some water because the hospital like sends you with a bag of goodies, and there was formula in there. So in the middle of the night, his dad goes, bless his heart. I mean, he's still a motherfucker, but bless his heart for doing that. So he goes and gets the bottle and the water, and we feed him. And I was like, oh my gosh, my baby's hungry. Oh my gosh, what a bad mom I am. I can't feed my baby. You know, this whole guilt that we all go through as a mom because we don't know what we're doing. We're all trying to figure it out. So my mom comes to visit me. And you know what this heifer says? You know what she says to me? Why can't you breastfeed your baby? What's wrong with you that you're not breastfeeding your baby? You lazy? Hold up. I just gave birth. 36 hours that this baby put me through. 36 hours. Yes, 36 hours with no epidural till the end. Okay. Tired, no sleep, first baby, all jacked up downstairs. All jacked up. And you're going to come at me and tell me I'm a bad mama because I didn't breastfeed my baby? Anyway. You're not a bad mama if you could give your baby formula. A fed baby is a good baby. You do what you got to do for your baby, but don't be judging other people, okay? Got me out here thinking I'm a bad mama because I didn't formula feed my baby. I might have been a bad mama for, 100 other things, taking my baby out of Knott's Berry Farm when he was acting a fool. Well, no, I don't regret that because he was acting a fool. Anyway, now that's just a bit of my messiness. And I know you got some too. That was the messy middle. Now here's the very truth. Jacob should have been canceled. He lied. He schemed. He wrecked his family. But somehow God still used him. Jacob got a new name, Israel. Out of his line came 12 tribes. One of those tribes was the tribe of Judah. And generations later, from Judah's line came Jesus. And here's where the story flips. Jacob stole what wasn't his. Jesus gave up what was rightfully his. Jacob hustled for a crown. Jesus laid his down. That's the scandal of grace. So, messy ones, Maybe your family feels unhinged, or maybe they are unhinged, or maybe you've been the one stirring the pot. Either way, you're in good company because the scandal doesn't get the last word. Grace does. This was Jacob's cheat code, the unhinged story of the brother who scammed his way into the future. But don't think he gets away with it forever. Next time, the hustler gets hustled. A wedding, a switcheroo, and heartbreak like you've never seen. Stay curious, stay rooted in truth. If you got a story you want my messy thoughts on, send it to me. burytruthpod@gmail.com. See you next time.